Yes, so we all know that there is this festival that they used to do in Osun State, this Arugba. They call it Arugba. And this Arugba, there's this little girl, I think they said a girl of about 10 to 11, or 11 to 12, like that. Because at that age, they are still very naive and still very innocent. And also, they have to be virgin. So these are the kind of age of girls that normally carry this thing. And they say on that fateful day, because one, any girl, girl child, that they are using must be a virgin. And aside from the fact that it will be a virgin, it will also have to come from the lineage of the monarch. Yes. So this very girl now, they say she happened to come from the lineage of the Ooni of Ife, because at every given point in time, anybody that will take that position has to come from there. So they said the moment they mount this thing on this girl, the moment she carried this thing, she went straight to the palace. And they said she was just eulogizing Queen Naomi, praising, singing her praises, demonstrating. In fact, they said that thing is not a small thing, no, because once they carry that thing, they go straight to the Osun River. That is where they go and do whatever they have to do all the celebration and everything. But they said before, embarking on that this thing, the girl suddenly she just turned and went straight to the palace. Everybody do, the way they said they do now. They were just running after her, singing, shouting, doing all those praises, because the moment this girl carry that thing, she no longer be herself again. She automatically, they say, she has transformed and everything. So in fact, another force, another heavy force, they say, will just come upon her. You will see the girl turning, doing all those turning, doing all this dance, all those their spiritual dance and everything. They say when she got to the palace, she was just eulogizing. In fact, she went straight to where Queen Naomi is. He said she was eulogizing Queen Naomi, singing her praises, thanking her for returning to the palace, that her presence, mark a lot of things in that palace. Yes, so they said she told Queen Naomi that thank God she's here, and she's here right on time. That her presence, has a lot of effect on the palace and on even in the life of the owner of Ife. That she is a light, and for the fact that she's light, for her to return to the palace, that the light has returned, and everything that were not in the palace before has all returned. Kudos to Queen Naomi and to her God, according to what they said, this girl said allegedly. So they said when she came, they said the way she was praising Queen Naomi, people were like, so can these people also praise people like this? You know that once she carried that thing, she's no longer herself. She's carrying a different thing altogether that will always enter her, and carry out those dance and all those that performance. So they say when she came to the palace, the way she was singing Queen Naomi praises, praising her, telling her, your God is a good God. This. People were like, we don't understand again. Are you praising the God of Queen Naomi, or are you? Of course, they have to, because they say when the greater power come, the lesser one do what? Bow. So she just have no choice than to bow to that of God of Queen Naomi, because Queen Naomi, of course, she is for she is indeed the daughter of light. And of course, she has returned to the palace with her light. And that was the reason why they said these people were trying to plot against her, to just do one or two to see if she will also return or leave the palace just the way she has, she left before. But lo and behold, they said their plans did not work. And, until they were even caught and were arrested by Ooni himself. So now they said when this Arugba came to the palace, people were so surprised. Yes, the reason why they were surprised, because she was to go straight to the Osun River, because that is where she was supposed to go, and for them to go and do the celebration and do all the sacrifices and everything that they usually do each time they do this festival called Arugba. But that very day, they said she just turned and went straight to the palace. We all know that Queen Naomi usually don't used to follow them to that the Osun River to go and do all those liberation, like pouring liberation, doing all those ceremony and everything. They said Queen Naomi don't used to do it. Her own is just to remain in the palace, and that is just it. But for this Arugba now to turn and go to her and started eulogizing her, praising her, singing her praises, also thanking her, just doing everything just to, like praising Queen Naomi uncontrollably, like she was just there doing all those things. They said people were so surprised. People were like, we have never seen this kind of thing before. What is going on? Queen Naomi, what have you done? What is all this? Because people were just confused. That was why they were asking Queen Naomi. Honestly, they didn't really mean to supposed to ask her, but because the fact that they were carried away, they didn't know when they started asking her questions. So, my people, in fact, it's not a small thing. One thing I always tell you people here is that whatever you hear me say here, take it with a pinch of salt, okay? Because they are all alleged stories, they are not for sound information. The way I come across my gist on the street of social media, I also come here and also relate it with you guys, okay? That is the reason why I always say they are not for sound information, but they are all alleged stories, okay? You're all welcome back again to my channel. Nice meeting you here once again. It is my pleasure to have you here. If you are here and you are yet to subscribe to my channel, kindly help me hit the subscribe button and also turn on your notification bell. Give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much. So my people, it's not a small thing, no. Now they said, because of this thing now, they said everybody were surprised at what is going on. This thing has never happened like this before. Who is Queen Naomi? Queen Naomi, what did you carry when you were coming to the palace? Did you bring anything along with you? What is it? It's like you are trying to manipulate things here. Oh. If not, why would this little girl just turn all of a sudden, and the next thing she could do is to come and start praising you, eulogizing you, doing all those things? It is unheard of. We have never heard or seen this kind of thing before. Not even to the Ooni Orisha. At least even if you will turn, it should be that you want to go and greet the Ooni Orisha, but not coming straight to you, praising you, almost like kneeling before you, bow before you, like, who are you? Who the heck? And that was the reason why they says like these other women, these three women came out and were plotting seriously against her, and see how they will, push her out of the palace, because her light is becoming too bright in that palace, to the extent that the Arugba have to even start recognizing her presence in that palace. Habana, Habana. So with all these things, and that was why they said, the people were started talking before they said she now turned and went back to the Ocean River, before the crowd now follow her to the river. But then they said no, for this thing that has happened, no, 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 something has to be done, especially the who and who among them, now. And that was why these women came out. They want to say they have what it is, but they never knew that he that is in Queen Naomi is greater, bigger, higher than them that are out there. So now Queen Naomi has shown them who the stuff she is made of. She has shown them that yes, returning to the palace is, she didn't return to come and joke. She returned with her full self and with the backup, of her God. So now, my people, is not a small thing. If all what we are hearing is true, then I say kudos to Queen Naomi for her winning again. Yes, so Queen Naomi has won again. Oh, she has been winning, but she keep proving and showing that yes, indeed, she is a winner. So my people, this is the gist that is making round, and I said I will come here and also relate it with you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for standing by. Love you all. I appreciate you. God bless you till I come your way again. Bye for now. Thank you so much.